Okay, so today I will be cooking in the world's smallest kitchen, or I should say, the smallest kitchen I've cooked in before. You would never know how adaptable you are until you have no other choice. So this is the kitchen I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna show you, let me just show you around. There's absolutely, that's the laundry right there, by the way. But there's no dirty laundry in here. So I'm gonna be cooking in here, and when we cook as Liberians, there are multiple steps that we have to take simultaneously. That's gonna be a challenge, but I'm gonna show you how I did it. I'm also gonna be using what the Airbnb has, which are pretty small. Like the pots that I'm using, they're pretty small for maybe what I want to do, but I'll do it. So I went to the market, the local market, and got some things. I think they overpriced us, but it's the first time and I'm gonna catch on pretty easily, and they're not gonna do that to me again, because I know the next time I go they're gonna call a different price, and that's where I'm gonna start to understand how to adjust my pricing and what I pay for. The process is going to be a little slower because I've been used to cooking my meat in pressure cooker for like 10-15 minutes and they're all ready to go in, but we don't have pressure cooker. So I'm going to be boiling the meat separately, and then the fish I usually use a deep fryer in the States, but I don't have that here, so I'm going to be frying it on the stove. So there are just little steps that I need to do to put everything together. And if you don't know, when Liberians cook, we cook all of our meat in the soup. So we don't separate them and eat them separately. We put them together. It helps make the food flavorful. So first thing, I'm gonna try to get rid of all of the things that I don't need right now, just put them away, so I can create space for myself. So this is the fish, 40 cents. And I have a little bit, this is not all of the beef. So the cow skin and the beef. This is just what I'm gonna cook. But I'm not going to cook all the fish, but I'm going to season it together so I can put it away. One secret to enhancing your flavors of the meat in your soup is to use the kind of seasoning on the same kind of meat. So to season the beef, we're going to use some beef seasoning powder. Put it on there, it's gonna really tenderize it and also enhance the beef flavor. So it's gonna take forever for this food to be cooked, so I'm making some plantain and I'll give him some fish to eat with it in the meantime, before the food is ready. We're about to pound the things for the stew. There's some bell pepper, hot pepper, tomatoes, onions, and I'm gonna put the garlic, I guess. So I don't know how to do it. Apparently it needs a lot of force to really crush it, and my force isn't strong enough, so Rich is helping me. Be careful, don't pepper yourself. This is the meat boiling. It's seasoned and it's boiling separately. So the goal is to fry your pepper sauce make the stew. Okay, so now to season your stew, you want to put some of the same things you put there, like a little bit of each, because this is the stew now that's going to carry the flavor of everything. So we're just going to put the rest. There's not much in here. This one still has a lot in it, so you put a little bit. This is the general seasoning, a little bit. And this one is the same seasoning, but it's tomato. I don't have the tomato paste, so it's gonna color my soup a little bit. Don't put a whole lot, because remember, you season the meat and fish, so you don't want, when you combine it, then it gets too much. So the stew, the water from the meat goes in here. So it's gonna make it, it's gonna pull all the beef flavor from the beef. It's not much in it, into your stew. I like to put dry fish in my gravy just for the smell and the taste. So I'm boiling some over there to put in. Probably won't cook all of that, but yeah. Everything is in the pot now. The beef. Yep, this is how Liberians cook. We put everything together. Now this is still missing like shrimp and chicken, and it's missing a whole lot of other stuff. We usually cook a whole pot full of everything. Kind of want the sauce to go in the fish. So you can imagine how tasty this is with all the flavors together. The beef, the fish, the dry fish, and then because I don't have shrimp, I don't have shrimp and chicken. I put a little bit of shrimp cube, not a whole lot, like a little pinch, because it already was pretty seasoned. So I didn't want to make it salty, like a little pinch of chicken and shrimp just to help with the flavor. So that's what it looks like. Now we're about to make the rice that goes with it. So remember the pilau sauce? I'll see if I can peek a little bit, but I'm not going to be really concerned about the stems. I'm washing it now because I'm going to run the knife through it, chop it down a little bit, and then cook it a little bit and put it in the asanka and pound it or ground it so it's smooth a little bit. So I already picked out the palava sauce. Initially I was like, I don't really care about all of this. I was just gonna cut them up and then cook them. It's gonna cook down anyway. But the Liberian in me could not leave those stems on there, so I had to pick them. Even though I didn't pick them perfectly, because living with my parents, all these would have been gone. All that would have been gone. Like, they want you to cut it at the bare edge. But these are much softer than those, so it's just gonna cook down. Yeah, the Liberian in me. That would be the American in me if I would have left it that way. But the Liberian in me had to do it this way. Okay. Calabaza is ready. So instead of putting it in here, it's gonna make a mess. It's gonna brown pretty well, but it's gonna just spread all over, and then it'll be hard to pick up. And I just washed that clean. I'm not about to dirty it again, so I'm just gonna pound it in here. It's working pretty. I don't need a whole lot to do with it. I thought I was peeling a lot, but apparently I didn't. But that's fine. This would work.